Throughout history, Yoruba women have played pivotal roles as rulers, warriors, entrepreneurs, and activists. Their chronicles underscores their endurance, wisdom, and fearlessness. So, in this video, we will explore the lives of some remarkable Yoruba women, highlighting their achievements and acknowledging the complexities of their legacy. We'll be talking about Queen Moremi Ajasoro, the savior of Ile Ife; Ooni Luwo Gbagida, the only female Ooni of Ife; Princess Pupupu of Ondo, the founder of Ondo Kingdom; Alaafin Orompotoniyun, the warrior queen of Oyo; Efunsetan Aniwura, the powerful Iyalode Ile Ibadan; Madam Efunroye Tinubu, the business tycoon and Kingmaker; Alimotu Pelewura, the fearless market leader; Funmilayo Ransome-Kuti, the activist who fought for women's rights; Dr. Elizabeth Abimbola Awoliyi, the first female doctor in Nigeria. Now, let's get into it. Moremi was said to be a princess from the town of Ofa and lived in the 12th century. Her beauty was famous throughout the time, and she remains revered as one of the most beautiful Yoruba women that ever lived. In the 12th century, Ile Ife faced frequent raids from the neighboring Ugbo kingdom. The attackers, disguised in raffia, were believed to be spirits instilling fear among the people of Ife. Queen Moremi Ajasoro, married to King Orompotoniyun, took a courageous step to end these invasions. She made a vow to the goddess Efunroye, the river deity, pledging a great sacrifice if she could uncover the secret behind the raiders' fearsome appearances. She then allowed herself to be captured by the Ugbo to learn their secrets. Discovering the raiders were mortal men who feared fire, she escaped and shared this knowledge with her people. Armed with this insight, Ile Ife successfully repelled the invaders. However, to fulfill a vow she made for the success of her mission, Moremi sacrificed her only son, Oyo, showcasing her proven dedication to her people. Her statue stands tall in Ile Ife today. Ooni Luwo Gbagida, who reigned around the 10th century, owed the distinction of being the first and the only female Ooni of Ife. She was said to be the daughter or a descendant of Ooni Otata from Owode compound Okerewe and a descendant of Ooni Lafogido. Luwo was married to one of the high chiefs known as Obalora and gave birth to a son named Adekola Telu, who founded the kingdom of Igbo. Known for her beauty and elegance, she was a reformist who introduced significant infrastructure development, including well-paved roads and improved sanitation. Luwo Gbagida's connection to Igbo underscore her influence extending beyond Ile Ife, contributing to the establishment of new communities in Yorubaland. Princess Pupupu was a daughter and one of the twins of Alaafin Ajiun, the longest reigning monarch of the old Oyo Empire. In the 16th century, she led a migration that resulted in the founding of Ondo Kingdom. Defying the norms of her time, she established a new settlement, demonstrating exceptional leadership and vision. Princess Pupupu ascended the throne as the first Osimawe of the Ekimogun people of Ondo Kingdom and reigned from 1516 to 1530. Before her death, she gave birth to two sons. The eldest was named Pupupu, who later succeeded her, and the younger one was named Luju Pupupu. Under her guidance, Ondo developed into a prosperous and influential kingdom, reflecting her pioneering spirit. Orompotoniyun was the first and only female Alaafin of the Oyo Empire, a highly skilled warrior who ruled from 1554 to 1562. She was the daughter of Alaafin Ajiun and the granddaughter of Alaafin Onivugi. Orompotoniyun was a sister of her predecessor Alaafin Ajiun. Her ascension to the throne was unprecedented, as leadership was traditional male-dominated. She was the second Oyo monarch to reign in the new capital of Igbo. Oral tradition suggests that before assuming the throne, she was miraculously transformed into a man, a claim that highlights the cultural resistance to female rulers at the time. To solidify her right to rule, Orompoto had to prove her suitability, reportedly demonstrating her masculinity to the Oyomesi, the 7 councils of Kingmakers, within 7 days. This act led to her acceptance as Alaafin. She also trained in warfare and commanded soldiers. As a ruler, Orompotoniyun was known for her military prowess. She led armies into battle and implemented significant military reforms, strengthening Oyo's cavalry, particularly the Eshos of Ikoyi. She led several successful campaigns, strengthening Oyo's military dominance in the region. Orompoto was instrumental in rebuilding the Oyo Empire after its earlier conquest by the Nope. She established a formidable cavalry, enhancing the military strength of Oyo, and is credited with driving the Nope from Oyo in 1555. However, her reign ended in battle. She is one of the few Alaafins in history to have died in combat. After her death, she was succeeded by Alaafin Ajiun, marking the end of female rulership in Oyo's history. In the 19th century, Efunsetan Aniwura emerged as one of the Ibadan's most affluent and influential figures. As a successful merchant and the Iyalode, leader of women in Ibadan, she wielded considerable economic and political power. However, her leadership was characterized by authoritarian practices, including the harsh treatment of her slaves and workers. Historical accounts suggest that personal tragedies such as the loss of her only daughter may have contributed to her stern demeanor. Her complex legacy reflects both her contributions to Ibadan's economy and the controversies surrounding her method. Madam Efunroye Tinubu, born around 1810, was a formidable businesswoman and political influencer in Lagos and Abeokuta. She built a fast trading empire, dealing in various goods, including slaves, a common practice at the time. Notably, after the abolition of the transatlantic slave trade, she continued to engage in domestic slavery, a fact that has marred her legacy. Despite her involvement in slavery, she played a significant role in opposing colonial interference and was instrumental in installing and deposing local rulers, earning her the reputation of a kingmaker. Alimotu Pelewura, born in 1865, became the leader of the Lagos Market Women Association in the early 20th century. She championed the rights of market women, organizing protests against colonial policies, particularly unfair taxation. While her activism empowered many, some criticized her for allegedly prioritizing the interests of market women over broader societal concerns. Her dedication to her peers underscores the influential roles of women in economic and political sphere. Funmilayo Ransome-Kuti, born Francis Abigail Funmilayo Thomas on October 25, 1900, in Abeokuta, Nigeria. She was the daughter of Daniel Olumuyiwa Thomas, a farmer and trader, and Lucretia Phyllis Omoyeni Adesolu, a dressmaker. In 1914, she became the first female student at Abeokuta Grammar School. Pursuing further education, she attended a finishing school in Cheshire, England from 1919 to 1922, where she adopted the shortened form of her name, Funmilayo. Upon returning to Nigeria, Funmilayo worked as a teacher and organized some of the first preschool classes in the country. In 1925, she married Reverend Israel Oludotun Ransome-Kuti, with whom she had 4 children, including the renowned musician Fela Anikulapo Kuti. In the 1940s, she founded the Abeokuta Women's Union, leading campaigns against unfair taxes and advocating for women's rights. Her activism earned her the nickname Lioness of Lisabi. She was also a trailblazer in personal pursuits, becoming the first woman in Abeokuta to drive a car. Funmilayo's influence extended beyond Nigeria. She traveled internationally, engaging with global leaders and advocating for women's rights. In 1970, she was awarded the Lenin Peace Prize. Tragically, in 1977, during the military raid on her son Fela's compound in Lagos, the 76-year-old was thrown from a second-floor window, sustaining injuries from which she never fully recovered. She died in Lagos General Hospital on April 13, 1978 at the age of 77. Funmilayo Ransome-Kuti was a major champion for women's rights and arguably one of the most influential leaders of 20th century Nigeria. Dr. Elizabeth Abimbola Awoliyi, who lived between 1910 to 1971, broke barriers by becoming Nigeria's first female physician. She attended the Methodist Girls' High School in Lagos before proceeding to the University of Dublin in Ireland, where she earned her medical degree in 1938, becoming Nigeria's first female physician. Upon returning to Nigeria, Dr. Awoliyi dedicated herself to improving women's health care. She worked at the Mercy Street Hospital in Lagos and later became the first female chief medical officer in Nigeria. Beyond her medical practice, she was actively involved in public health education, focusing on maternal and child health. She was a founding member of the Nigerian Women Medical Association and served as its first president. So, from ancient time to the modern era, Yoruba women have been central to the political, economic, and social fabric of their communities. Their stories are complex, marked by remarkable achievements and at times controversial action. If you are seeing our video for the first time, We have been looking into some of the influential women in Yoruba history, and the women we have talked about include Queen Moremi Ajasoro, Queen Luwo Gbagida, Pupupu of Ondo, Alaafin Orompotoniyun, Efunsetan Aniwura Iyalode Ile Ibadan, Madam Efunroye Tinubu, Alimotu Pelewura, Funmilayo Ransome-Kuti, and Dr. Elizabeth Abimbola Awoliyi. These are just a few of the great women in Yoruba history, but history is full of powerful women, and we know there are many more. Which of these stories impressed with you the most? And what do you think should be added to this list? Let us know in the comments. Also, don't forget to follow, like, and share. See you in my next video.